Wilson Miles from Black Women TV. Hello, Nicola. How's it going?
Hello, how are you?
So you're the one that started this little whole brouhaha.
Just causing all the trouble. Yeah.
You know, after the first season, how much more thought do you give into the power of words?
A lot, honestly. It's interesting playing a character that's a good bit younger than I am, and also someone who's younger than I am and has a lot more power in that kind of way than I ever would, you know? Someone who like can really control society and control people's lives. It's quite scary. But yeah, a lot. I think, and also as a character, I think she realizes the weight of her words a lot more this season. Maybe not to their full extent, but more than she did before.
It's almost like you're playing as comic book characters because you have two different lives. It's like by day you're this, and then by night is what everybody knows you of. And so coming into season 2, did you know how much you would factor into all of the episodes? And as an actress, like you're on a lot of pages, and then as a character, like how much more would it be? More Penelope, or would it be more Lady?
It's really funny. I knew kind of because of the end of season 1 that it was going to be more. I was like, okay, this is gonna open that wide up for exploration. So yeah, I knew they wanted to explore what it was going to be like seeing her at the balls and all of this, but like then, as an actor, it's a pleasant surprise when you're like, oh, I'm in a lot of this. This is great, That's, a lot of days I'm going to be busy. But yeah, I loved playing those sides to her, and it meant that every day I went on to set, it was playing a different part of her. So whether it was, this like sneaking around the balls, or whether it was the businesswoman, making her business happen, or she was this bratty teenager at home, or whether she was just having fun with her friends or in love with college, every day was something totally different.
Mm-hmm. Everybody's looking for love. Is Penelope ever going to find love? And if she does, will it affect her day job?
I think about this a lot. I'm like, I want her to find love, but then I'm like, I don't want her to give up what she does and what she loves doing. And it's, it's difficult for women nowadays to have it all, to have love and to have the career. But I'm like, I don't want her to give up Whistledown in order to have the love with Colin. It's like, it's difficult, but I think we're just gonna, I don't have to write it. So I just have to show up and know the words. So we'll wait and see, but I'm hoping that she can have everything.
Is there a point where Penelope won't cross? At the end of the day, she knows she has to sell. She knows she loves being in the shadows where nobody's paying attention to her. But is there a family member or story that she won't touch?
There's a point in this season in which she could really get her family into trouble. And I think she sort of has a level of journalistic integrity where she kind of goes, if I don't have another scoop, I'm going to have to say this, because otherwise it's suspicious. People know something went on and I've not said anything. But I think she really, and you see her battle with a really difficult decision this season of something that she feels like she has to write about, she doesn't want to. But I don't know. Yeah, I think she would never completely ruin the Bridgertons. I feel like she loves them too much. Her own family, maybe a different story.
For all the social apps that we have right now, if any of those apps were available during that time period, which one do you think she would work best in? Would it be Facebook, Twitter, Instagram?
I think Twitter. I think Twitter would be good for the anonymity for her. But then I feel like she'd enjoy Instagram because you'd have pictures of people going to the balls and you could sort of make fun of Cressida Cowper's dresses, or, maybe she'd be like Demois, that gossip site where she, it's all Instagram stories that sort of disappear after 24 hours.
And, obviously you've been working on other projects for years. What has this series done for your career? A lot of people watched it. They're ready for season 2. They're ready for more seasons down the road. Like how much joy have you gotten out of playing this character?
It's been incredible. Honestly, like I never thought I'd be on a Shonda Rhimes show. I never thought I'd be on like a show that broke Netflix records. You wish for things like that, but you don't believe you'd ever be lucky enough for it to happen. Yeah, it's changed things completely. Like even just, being in different rooms or meeting different people and the people in the industry who've seen your work and stuff like that. Like it's just, yeah, I'm so endlessly grateful for it. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm. And then, every time you are watching a series, there's always a lot to factor in. The stories and the costume. Of all of those things, which one do you fancy more?
Oh gosh. Well, you know what? The story is the most important thing. If you don't have a good story, you've got nothing. You can throw all the fancy dresses at it you want. You're not going to end up with a good show. Also with the costumes, they're amazing when you put them on. 14 hours later, you're like, get this off.
Really?
Yeah, because the corsetry, it's just a long day Like they're stunning and amazing, but you're so excited to get into like a comfy top and joggers at the end, I can tell you.
Have a great day. It's been a pleasure talking to you.
Lovely talking to you. Have a great day. Take care.